4 hours. 4 hours in a rented gym that still smells like socks and childhood trauma. And where did it get us? Other than bored? The band wasn't even looking for anything specific. We just wanted change. We wanted to see who was out there, if they'd show up. Well, they showed up all right.
You know, I had a dream where this exact thing happened. Except we were on stage. And naked.
We were auditioning.
Not all of us. Okay, it was just me. I was naked. I think this went better.
In your dream, was the stage on fire? Because otherwise, I find that hard to believe.
Whoa, can we do that for our next gig?
We are not setting the stage on fire, Brian. Please stop asking. Okay, let's just wrap this up. Kaz, do you need a ride?
Just to Brian's. I'm, crashing on his couch until I get a new place.
What? You said it'd be 2 days.
You know you like having me around. Whatever.
Have you heard yourself snore?
Hey, Grace, you okay? I know you've been kind of loose ends since you left college. I was just hoping tonight would cheer you up.
Yeah, I don't know. Nothing is going the way I thought it would. I feel like I'm this close to...
Punching something? Do I need to back up?
Screaming, more like. Not that anyone would listen.
Well, I'll always listen.
Music is your life, Freddie. You're the drummer, the lyricist. All of this was your idea. I wish I knew where I fit.
I think you fit. You know that, right?
Yeah.
You coming?
I'm gonna hang out a bit and lock up. I'll see you at home. Like a boat lost at sea, with no sails, not a breeze, I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen. Is the world too much, or is it just me? Everything I set upon unravels at my feet. Everything I've learned wasted on a girl who doesn't know how to be free. Like a boat lost at sea, with no sails, not a breeze, I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen. Oh,
Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I heard you from outside. My name's Calliope. You have an amazing voice. I hope you know that.
Thanks. I'm Grace. Are you here for the audition, or...?
Yes. Yes, I am.
You really want to join our band? You sure you got the right audition?
I'd give anything to join you, Grace.
Alright, well...
With the fire furious, I have burned my tongue. Grief from all the promises, too many dreams unsung. All the steps I didn't take and paths proved untrue. Is there any path through? Like a boat lost at sea, though I'm about to with no sails, not a you breeze. Still have your life ahead. I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen. All things that lose their way can find it again. There is no inertia in the ocean. Maybe if I paddle hard enough, I'll fight the waves, try to be tough. Can I belong to the sea?
Wow. What was that?
Your song was just so wonderful. I had to finish it with you. I hope that's all right. I also know what it feels like to be lost. To feel as if you have no place to turn. That's why I had to come inside.
I'm glad you did. That was... I've never experienced anything like that before.
I'd be surprised if you had.
What was that? It felt like... the music was everywhere, like it was coming from inside me.
It always has, Grace. Just as it was when I walked in. May I ask you why you feel so... adrift? You're so young. Surely your life is just beginning.
No younger than you. You're what, like 25?
A bit older than that.
Well, you know the story. Nothing ever works out like you think it should. Times 10.
I do know that story. I should go.
About the audition. I'm sure everyone will agree you're in, if you want to be, that is.
I hope to see you again, Grace. Perhaps soon.
Right. See you then. Did you lose your keys, Fred? I thought you'd be... What the... Calliope?
I didn't know or else... I'm so sorry, Grace.
What happened? Who did this?
It doesn't matter now. I didn't want to do this to you. Not like this. I'm so sorry.
What do you mean? Hey, Calliope! Please. Please, come on. What is that?
Oh, I can wait. Take your time.
Is that my door?
Technically, it's my door. Or our door, maybe? I came as soon as I could.
I think she's dead. We need help. You need to call someone.
Well, I'm someone. I got called. Happens every time one of us dies, you know? She really is dead, huh? Man. So, the course is gonna want to talk to you. Sucks, but, you know.
You are gonna tell me what's going on right now.
Whoa.
Who are you? How did you get here? What is happening?
All right, jeez. Let me go. Look, I can see you don't know squat about this, so I'm gonna explain real quick, but then you gotta come with me, okay? When Cal died, you saw a shiny thing come out of her, right? That was her soul. That's what made her a god.
A what?
It's in you now, which makes you a god. Surprise, right? With me so far? Cool. Let's go.
Where are we?
Sorry to drop you and run, but when an idol dies, there's like 100 different things I gotta do.
No, wait. Where did you bring me? How did we get here?
The chorus can explain. Don't touch anything. Okay?
Wait! Come back! Okay. Yeah. I'll just wait here and, not touch anything.
Our beloved sister, the last of the Muses, has passed on to you, our new sister, delivered to us by dear sweet Hermes. It's, Grace, yes?
Yes?
Oh, my. You have had quite the day, haven't you?
Someone died in my arms. Where is this? How did I get here? Who are you people?
So many questions. This is my office, and I expect you arrived through one of Hermes' portals.
The shiny doorway.
As for who we are, well, that does require some explanation, I agree. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Athena, goddess of wisdom. This is Apollo, god of prophecy, dressed for the occasion, as always. The wondrous Aphrodite, goddess of love. And the one glaring at you is Persephone, once queen of the Underworld. Together, we are the chorus. We rule over the idols, our name for the gods who remain. All of us, hidden in your modern world.
But gods aren't real. They can't be. They're just...
Stories, myths, legends.
If you're real, you'd be all-powerful. You wouldn't be hiding or...
Don't pay much attention to those old tales about us, Grace. They weren't very true to begin with, and, well, truth be told, we've diminished since those days. That doesn't mean we're helpless, of course. Far from it. Yet, at the end of the day, we too are just people, trying to get by.
Wait, you said, and Hermes said, that I'm a god now too. And an idol.
That is true.
That thing that came out of her that went into me.
We call it an eidolon, the part of Calliope's soul which made her an idol, which now makes you one.
Athena, we are wasting time.
The reason you're here, Grace, the reason why we made you wait so long while we debated, is because we have rules. Those rules mean we can't admit into our ranks a usurper. Never mind a possible murderer. I know this will all come as a shock, and I'm so sorry to say it, but I'm afraid you have to die.
Die? You don't have that right. What, you think I'm just gonna stand here and...
Grace, please stop.
No, I'm not gonna stop. Who do you think you are, threatening me like that?
Calliope's blood is literally on your hands.
But... it isn't...
Oh, she looks so helpless.
Maybe we
We should do as we agreed. Calliope's line would end, yes, but what other option do we have? Let a usurper remain an idol?
Justice has to be done, for Calliope's sake.
But... this isn't justice!
You cannot hide from this reality.
I'm not hiding, though a little lost here.
If you are lost, little girl, this bears explanation. Dear child, please listen. You have usurped a muse. No recourse to be arranged.
But it's unfair.
I know, but our laws cannot be changed.
But she came to me.
You must realize there are simple rules. If one of us dies, these rules have been the tools that shield
You must know I didn't
us.
do it. Is it weird this isn't song?
Now that the muse is gone, I'm afraid you'll have to see. The chorus is in accord. Justice won't be ignored.
I disagree.
Did I hear that correctly?
You've been quiet this entire time, Apollo. Why speak up now?
I grieve Calliope's loss just as much as the rest of you, but I can't let you do this.
He's right. What if Grace speaks the truth? What if Calliope chose her?
And what if Calliope was murdered by her? What if Grace stole her eidolon?
Then we need to find out. Don't you want justice?
Oh, Apollo, I thought we'd agreed this was justice. What would you have us do?
I can prove myself. If you let me. I can try.
We aren't seriously considering this.
Very well. This one time. I put a motion before the chorus. Do we allow Grace the right to prove her innocence?
Yes.
I think so. Yes.
Fine.
And there we have it.
Have what? What just happened? Am I free? Do I get my day in court?
Yes, you shall. You say Calliope chose you. I would like to believe that. I truly would. You have 1 week to find out what happened, Grace.
What happens after a week?
There will be a trial. If you cannot provide proof of your innocence by then, oh, our original verdict stands.
Okay.
Okay?
What do you want me to say? I can't possibly do this. This is unfair. You know all that already, right? So I'll do my best. That's all I've got.
We're not going to keep you, Grace. You have much to do. Before you go, however, a few rules. Do not reveal our existence to the mortal world. This includes mortal authorities that cannot help you. Do not harm another idol. Do not leave the city. Do as the chorus commands. Otherwise, do whatever you must to find the true killer, if they exist.
Oh, that's all?
Welcome, dear sister.
And do help yourself to a cookie.
Grace? Grace!
Hi.
Hi! 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 You're kidding, right? When I came home, the door was wide open. You weren't answering your phone. Kaz and Brian are still out looking for... Grace... We thought something happened to you. Wait, did something happen to you?
Yeah. Kidnapped by aliens.
Well, if you don't want to tell me, you don't have to.
Big, scary aliens.
You were gone all night. Why didn't you answer your phone? I was calling and calling. This wasn't some hookup, was it? Because, you know, you can say it's none of your business, Freddie.
Okay. It's none of your business, Freddy.
You know I didn't mean that. This is totally my business.
Hi there.
Who is this, Grace? Why does he have horns?
Honestly, your guess is as good as mine.
To answer your question, my dear, you see the horns because I allow you to see the horns. It's crazy, right? As for who I am, I've been known most often as Pan. So you call me that, if you must call me anything.
Pan, of the Greek gods, Pan, right? But he's some kind of cosplayer?
The days of idols being called gods are well behind us, I'm afraid, but I assure you, I am the real article. I've come to offer our newest idol a helping hand. Or perhaps two. You do look lost, don't you?
Did Athena send you? She didn't say anything. I kind of assumed.
That you're on your own? Yes, you'd think she'd do a better job of explaining the rules, wouldn't you? But no, I'm here of my own volition. Purely out of the kindness of my immortal heart, I assure you.
Immortal? Wait, who's immortal? I'm sorry, I'm lost here.
It's okay, Freddy. I think. Or maybe it's just easier to say there's nothing you can do to help.
How is that supposed to make me feel better? What is going on, Grace?
The prohibition is against revealing the idols to the mortal world. She's not the mortal world, is she? She can be trusted, can't she?
Why do I have the feeling that I'm gonna regret not leaving with Brian and Kaz?
Oh, I can guarantee it.
Okay, Freddy. Have a seat. Let's talk.
Huh.
That's it?
Huh? I guess. Do you believe in this, Grace?
You know, I'm taking it one slow breath at a time. It's been a long night.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, I have a million questions, but I can ask them later. The important thing is that I am here to support my best friend.
You are taking this way better than I did.
Yes, well, nobody's threatening me.
That is a good point.
You need help, so I help. Even if it means tracking down god killers.
Such darling camaraderie. It brings a tear to my eye. It truly does.
Speaking of killers.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You wound me, dear lady. I've come to offer advice to our newest idol, a foundling who was set adrift most cruelly.
Don't you think you're being a little suspicious, Freddy?
I don't know. Maybe things work differently among these... What are you again?
Idols, darling. Beings of worship, adoration, prowess.
Okay, right. Maybe it's different for idols, but when things are a little too convenient, it's worth questioning. Especially when they show up like a salesman in a cheap suit.
I'll have you know there's nothing cheap about this suit.
Okay, I'll bite. What's your advice? I have to admit, I don't really know where to start.
Well, I'm not normally one to run amok telling others how to live their lives. But have you considered using your powers?
My powers?
Music, art, passion. You are the last muse, and all these are now your province.
That does sound kind of cool. Like I'm some sort of rock star idol.
That is it precisely. You draw music out of others, Grace, not only with inspiration, but physically, magically.
Okay, but how does that help me find Calliope's murderer?
Allow me to expedite the process of understanding. Now then, close your eyes. You hear that? It's coming from you. When you sing, what emotion does it summon?
I don't know.
You open your eyes, you look into the crowd, and you feel...
powerful.
Grace, you know that you're lost now. You've been given powers you don't understand. I'm the guy who can help you. All that you hear is at your command.
Wait.
No, it's okay, Freddy. This is all me? What do I do?
Start singing.
Now?
Why not? Time's a wasting.
Not about to just trust you. You barge in and take over the place. I don't know what I must do, but here's what you can do. Get out of my face. I'm doing it right now.
You're a natural girl.
I don't follow. Are those really actual horns? And this singing is so hard to swallow.
I know.
Can you hear me, Grace? What's going on?
Song.
So sorry you had to be here for this. I'm in the dark too as you're hearing this. Like I know that I'm in full control, 'cause the words and the tunes I feel here in my soul. If this is a power, I'm not overthinking it. If this was a drink, I'd be drinking it. But someone is dead and I'm losing my head. Like the goat said, this is my time, time to shine. This is my time, time to shine.
Grace, nothing makes sense here. And won't the carpet be covered in fleece? And you said someone died here. Shouldn't we then just call the police?
Freddy, this map is uncharted. Let's hear him out. I know how you feel with me. I'm just getting started. I wish you could feel this. It's kind of unreal.
Is that gonna be here all the time?
How dare you? You don't know me.
If she has to be, pass me some wine.
Grace, is this how you let strangers speak to me? Grace, I'm worried that this guy has got to you.
Don't think Freddy is ready to let go of you.
What?
There's so much easier to explain, but all I want is to sing it again. It's my time, time to shine. This is my time, time to shine.
Okay. What are you gonna do now then?
Good question. It's my choice, right?
Totally. This is all you.
Grace, be careful.
I never knew I had that in me.
Who's making this happen? This isn't a game.
You don't understand.
This has all gotten out of hand.
Nothing for Grace will ever be the same. Grace, you're no longer human, you're so much more. And I knew that the minute I walked through the door.
She's always been special. She's my dearest friend.
And stop pulling at me if it's supposed to be my time, time to shine. My time, time to shine.
Grace, I don't know what you're thinking, but can I say, I'm not just someone you can push away. I've been by your side nearly every day, and I won't stop for him if it's gonna be your time, time to shine. Your time, time to shine.
Grace, it's time to choose.
I'm sorry, Freddy. If you're forcing me to choose, well, I guess I've gotta go with Pan.
You're kidding me. Can't you see what he is, Grace?
I need him, Freddy. He can help me.
As opposed to me, who's of no help whatsoever.
That, my dear, is the power of a muse. To draw out the truth from within. I trust you can see how that might be useful in your investigation.
Sure, but I have to admit, I didn't feel completely in control.
Of course not. A song goes where a song goes, Grace. It will only go where it wishes. A muse does not command. She evokes. She elicits. She inspires.
You find this helpful, Grace? He oozes. Ugh.
Grace is not wrong, dear lady. I am the most benevolent of benefactors. For all your powers, you still need a place to begin your search. And this I can provide. An address. In the city where Calliope was staying, I do believe.
You have Calliope's address? You should have started with that.
And miss all the dancing? Nonsense. Now this I consider a favor. One I hope you'll remember in future dealings.
Well, I guess that'll help you. It's weird to think of a god with a home address.
You're not coming along?
I should remind you there is an element of danger. A killer is on the loose, no?
No worries, I got this.
Oh?
Whatever my magical song powers can't handle, I'm sure a boot to the head will.
I see.
I need to find Kaz and Brian. Just tell them you're okay. If, not the other stuff.
Then I guess I'll go check this place out on my own.
So glad that's settled. I'll let you get to it. I've drinking to resume. Ta-ta.
Oh, it's open. That's not a good sign. This is Calliope's apartment? I don't know what I was expecting, but not this. Hello? Oh, sure, Grace, good job. Just announce to the killer that you're here. I better have a look around. So many instruments in here. Did she play all of them? Giant harp. Of course there's a giant harp. I want to believe this is just an ironic photo of Elvis and she wasn't like his muse or... Right. These aren't... Do I inherit these as the new muse? Is that even okay to ask? I don't see anything useful down here. Maybe there's something upstairs? Oh man. Keep it together, Grace. It's just your average, everyday...
There were only 3 muses, you know, not 9. Whenever they found someone who made something truly masterful or created a new art form, they'd pass on their eidolon, take a new name. You see, that's how the mortals became confused. They got it wrong. Like they got almost everything about us wrong.
You scared me. Sitting there in the dark.
Oh.
For all I know, you could be the killer come to hide the evidence or raid the fridge.
No, I'm just here to mourn an old and very dear friend. If I may ask, how did you find this place? What are you doing here?
Why do you think? 1 week to prove my innocence, remember?
I do remember, yes.
This is Calliope's home. Seemed as good a place as any to start.
I honestly wish I could help you, Grace. You and Calliope both deserved better.
Why can't you help me exactly? Pan said there's no specific rule against it.
You've already met Pan? How odd. It's not that I'm forbidden to help you, Grace. It's that you don't want my help.
Of course I do! You have to know more than me about almost everything!
My help will only make things worse.
How is that possible? I've been sentenced to death.
And without my help, you stand a chance of avoiding that fate.
I should thank you for, speaking up for me.
It wasn't right, what they were doing.
It still isn't. I still need help.
I'm not disputing that, Grace. I just don't think that I'm the one to help you.
This room is a mess. Did you do this?
Like this? It was like this when I got here.
And you didn't think that was in the least bit strange?
I didn't think much of it. I came here to be reminded of Calliope, not to search through her things. That and it's cleaner than my place.
So you didn't mess up the room, but someone must have. There could be a clue.
Nothing that I've seen. All this mess, as you put it, is likely the result of her projects.
Her projects?
When Calliope got an idea in her head, she would obsess over it, sometimes for months, even years. I don't know what she was involved with lately, but this... for her, this is nothing.
Can you tell me about Calliope? I barely knew her, but she seemed...
She was a beautiful soul, if troubled.
Troubled?
She thought the idols had lost their way. She argued with us, with all of us, that we needed to change. We hadn't spoken in years. I hadn't seen her home before today. I'd rather not talk about it.
So you won't answer my questions. You're sitting here in the dark. You say you're mourning Calliope.
What are you insinuating?
I don't know you. For all I know, you could be the killer. You came to get rid of evidence, maybe, or you knew I was coming and you're here to throw me off.
That's ridiculous.
Is it? The only thing you've said is that I don't want your help, but that's ridiculous?
I can't do this.
I don't have anywhere else to go.
Meaning?
Meaning I'm not leaving until you give me something. I wouldn't do this if it wasn't literally life or death. But I need to know what the problem is.
I haven't sung in centuries.
According to Pan, I can't force anyone to do anything.
Phantom pains from a missing friend, feeding thoughts that never end. What did I do? What didn't I do? Here she is, only in your head. Long gone fights, but they're never dead. What did I do? What didn't I do?
Anytime I'm stuck on what I did and didn't do, I just scan the distance for the next thing. What is the next thing for you?
Next thing, she often said that too. We were statues hiding under sheets, collecting dust. She burst through the door and shouted, next thing. Come to the next thing.
Calliope, she's the way to be. Facing out, finding ways to see beyond what's dead, reaching ahead.
Yeah, that was her. A meteor, a blazing star, and she was no more. What did I do? What didn't I do?
You can be the guy who just stays clinging to his kin, closing all his shutters, but the next thing, a foreign army sweeps in.
But I've tried.
Never with me. We haven't tried.
Let's see.
Always knew that you would come around.
That hidden voice, it will always play. It's on a loop, it will always say, what did I do? What didn't I do?
It's a song you can't erase, but you can make a tiny space
for something new.
The next thing,
The next thing, the next thing. Very well, I'll help. Though I'm uncertain what you expect me to do.
Athena called you the god of prophecy, didn't she? Isn't that telling the future?
Prophecy is the last thing you need, Grace.
There you go again, telling me what I do or do not need.
I apologize. I didn't mean it that way. To receive a prophecy is not simply to be told what might happen, it's to be told what will happen. To know a prophecy is to be bound to its outcome. Only in ignorance is one free to choose.
You're right, that sounds like it wouldn't be much of a help. Even to you.
Oh, I've dared prophesy too many times. To know what comes and then be unable to do anything about it.
Yeah, I get it.
Worse, prophecies are never crystal clear. Sometimes you won't understand the full meaning until it's too late.
So you're saying I'm doomed. All roads lead to doom, and there's nothing I can do about it.
No, that's not what I'm saying. You're still free to act, Grace. But there might be something else I can do to help. Come with me. There's someone I'd like you to meet.
This is where you live?
Oh, yes. Sometimes. And excuse the mess. I don't get many visitors.
This really explains why you didn't notice anything at Calliope's apartment.
Well, don't hold back on my account, Grace.
You said I'm here to meet someone?
Ah, yes. Do you know what an oracle is?
Let me guess. Another idol?
Not quite. They serve as a channel of sorts for my powers. This allows them to offer insight, knowledge they have no earthly means to possess. There's always been one. Over the ages, no matter where I go, one manages to find me.
Meaning there's an oracle here.
There is.
What?
I have brought someone to see you.
How many times do I have to tell you? I'm not a magic fortune cookie. Is that what Paul told you? Oracle's my handle. And even if I was the Oracle, I'm certainly not his Oracle.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know. He said you might...
Oh, I know what he said. Paul thinks just because I crash here, he can interrupt me whenever he pleases.
I mean...
Look, I'm sure he told you all sorts of nonsense. I use computers. I'm a hacker. That's it.
I ask very little of you, Oracle. Your help here would be appreciated.
Fine. Don't get your abs in a twist. Okay, so Paul brought you all this way just to see little old me. What's on your mind, sis?
You keep saying Paul. Do you mean Apollo?
Yeah, I know. Apollo, if that is his real name, says he's a god of prophecy, blah, 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 blah.
But you don't believe him.
Believe him? Who'd believe that? It's super weird, but he's a decent guy, so he can be Apollo if he wants, but I just can't call him that.
So you're an oracle who uses the internet, huh?
Like I said, it's my handle, and yeah. It's a sweet setup, huh? Some of it's even legit.
The parts I purchased for her, presumably.
Bargain for, fair and square. And I keep telling you to get me an Ethernet cable.
I don't know what that is.
It's the 21st century, Paul. And your 21st century Oracle needs her some download speed, okay?
I'm looking for information about someone named Calliope. Can you help?
Oh, the lady from that apartment I sent Paul to. Yeah, I've been checking that out.
What did I tell you?
I looked it up. You could do the same if you learned to use a computer. Here, hold up, I'll show you. There. The apartment was originally purchased 2 years ago by a holding company, Core with a K Enterprises.
Oh, I see. That would be Persephone.
I knew it! All that rage back at the course had to be an act. She's involved in this somehow.
I realized Persephone was angry, but I didn't know she and Calliope were friends. How strange. The good news is that Persephone is easy to find. I can take you to her if you like.
Or you could just tell me where she is and I could go alone.
You don't have a membership, Grace. You won't get in on your own.
Great! We're all done now.
Thank you for your help, Oracle. Please, do try to get out from behind your screens at least once today. Perhaps go for a walk.
Yeah, sure, will do. Leave a tip on your way out.
Welcome to the Underworld.
Wow. How have I never heard of this place?
Persephone keeps it a secret, while still managing to draw a crowd every night. Don't ask me how. Here in the Underworld, idols can be themselves, even if they don't look human.
There are idols here other than Persephone?
Almost guaranteed.
Is it dangerous?
Shouldn't be. But before Calliope, I would have said an idol getting murdered was next to impossible. If we're to find Persephone in all this, we'll need to split up. Have you considered what you'll say to her?
All I know is if she's spoiling for a fight, she'll get one.
It might come to that, I suppose.
You're not gonna try to stop me?
Sometimes strength is the only thing Persephone respects. You need to be prepared to use your powers, as you did with me. Come find me in the crown if you need anything. Otherwise, be careful, Grace.
Whoa, you're here. I mean, you gotta be somewhere, but you're here.
Hello, Hermes.
Sorry about running off on you back at the thing. Didn't really have a choice, but sorry anyway.
Do you know if Persephone is here? I need to talk to her.
Oh, you're serious. Why would you want to talk to Persephone? Nobody ever wants that. One time, I laughed too loud near her, and she threatened to ban me from the club. I don't want to be banned. I like it here.
Pull yourself together. Are you gonna let Persephone boss you around forever?
Maybe?
No, you do that, she'll be walking all over you for centuries. You're a god.
Yeah, I'm a god.
You never know, she might be impressed, right?
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, let me know when you want to find her. I'll even stand way, way back while you chat.
Oh, hey. You're the new muse, aren't you?
I guess I am, yeah.
Aphrodite mentioned it. Didn't figure I'd see you here, though. Oh, excuse the manners. Name's Eros, god of sex.
Wait, did you say that you're the god of sex?
Desire, really. Sensuality. Attraction. Why? Were you expecting a chubby little flying baby with a bow and arrow?
I wasn't...
I actually preferred Cupid, but Pan had to be the trickster. Spread all those stupid stories.
I'm sorry?
Why? It's not your fault. Just another grudge I get to carry around forever.
I'll see you around.
Count on it.
As I live and breathe, if it isn't our dear muse.
Hi, Pan.
Tell me, have you decided to leave your troubles behind and join us in the land of shadows and revelry?
I should thank you for the address. It's what led me here.
No need to thank me. You'll owe me. Remember, how you managed to stir the sun god from his oh-so-tiresome gloom, I cannot imagine. Nicely done.
Did you know Apollo would be at that apartment?
However would I know something like that?
See, you play innocent, but I just don't believe you.
Flatterer.
I'm guessing it's a total coincidence that I'm running into you here.
It must be. The alternative would be that I knew a great many things ahead of time.
Well, did you?
Do I look like an oracle? I am here to listen to thrilling music and meet delicious people. My tastes are simple.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of simple tastes, my glass is empty again. The service here is appalling.
I assume you're a regular at this club?
And why would you assume that, dear Grace?
The horns, you... Do you know Persephone well?
There is no knowing Persephone well. She won't have it. Not anymore.
Not anymore?
Long ago, we were all very different. Over the span of ages, however, even mountains erode.
I should get going. I'm sure I'll see you soon.
One can only hope.
If you're angry with anyone, Persephone, be angry with me. it was I who...
I will deal with you later. I was willing to leave you be, Grace, to wait until your guilt was certain. Yet here you are, in my domain, uninvited. Why? Are you here to beg for mercy? Are you here to challenge me? Should I be afraid?
What is your problem with me exactly? You've had it in for me the moment you saw me.
My problem? My problem is that I'm filled with questions, Grace. Filled to the brim. Do you really expect us to believe that Calliope chose you? What's the real story? Did you stumble across her as she lay dying and desperate? Are you an accident? Did you learn what she was? Did you torture her, hold her at the point of death until she agreed to hand over her eidolon?
Persephone, this isn't...
That's my problem, Grace. With you. And you can't make it go away.
That's it. I'm done talking.
Grace, I don't think
Forget it, Apollo. She's spoiling for a fight, so why not give it to her?
So it's a challenge after all.
You hear that? You're in my house, little muse.
You want answers? Fight for them.
A lost little girl, you shouldn't have come here. And I sure ain't in the mood to make new friends. Go home, little girl, the shadows drawing near, and you all alone, we both know how this ends. Let's see how far she bends, we all know how this ends.
Hello? Testing 1, 2, testing 3. Is this thing on? Are you testing me with your coterie, ogling expectantly? Heads up, wrecking me won't come for free. See, it won't be easy, Persephone, when I use the moves I bring blessedly. Shadows don't scare me, see, I'll survive it. Maybe you wanna do this in private.
You're lost, little girl. You're wasting our time now. The gall of a squeaking mouse in a lion's den. Give up, little girl. The bus home is leaving. Seen it so many times, we all know how this ends. We all know how it ends.
Wait, you're she the Persephone? Oh boy, a celebrity dissing me. Now remind me, Peach, jog my memory. Sorry, not up on my ancient history. Underworld, now that rings a bell. Was it you who was married to the king of hell? It's hazy, Hades, so you're his lady? Before my time, because I'm such a baby. Please teach me my ABCs. Me, I never featured in Euripides. So where are they now? Wow, look around. You're the big cheese of a hole in the ground.
Don't you have any idea what you're dealing with, child? Surprise, surprise, coins on your eyes. Give them to the ferryman. Get it in your little head. You're spitting at the queen of the dead.
You're not my queen pea, I'm alive. You got a real life muse in this basement dive. You could use a boost. Should I play a gig? Hey, word of mouth works, P. It'll be big.
Get lost, little girl.
I need a room and a rider and a cut of the bar.
You're making me angry.
I got needs, you see. Say please, I'll bring keys and a couple guitars.
You don't wanna know how far we could
We
descend.
having fun yet? I'm sorry, what's up? Let me guess how it ends. Yeah, you already said.
Back off, little girl.
We're young, you're old, we live,
You're asking for trouble.
The end
We hear it all the time. The world is full of ghosts, and nothing's ever born. You're choking on dust down here now. Maybe that's your cue. Time's come to move on. Make space for someone new. Someone not as bored as you. Maybe this new muse will do.
Don't use that word. You have no right to use that word. After what you did to her. Why don't I just kill you and wipe the floor with you? Don't use that word. You have to fight to use that word. You don't go in and take, that's your biggest mistake. For Calliope's sake.
Wait, what word? Muse? Not use it at all? Not cool, screw you, see it's not your call. Not a kid, but I'm innocent and I can explain. See my sunshine coming at the end of your rain. Say my name, say my name, say my name. Say hey you lost little girl, I've stolen the show now. A breath of some fresher air, that's enough for them. Hello Underworld, I'm finding a flow now. I'm not gonna slow down, and here's why it's so loud. Because none of us know now how it's gonna end. How it's gonna end. How it's gonna end.
Is that enough, Persephone? Do we need to go another round?
Just tell me one thing. What prompted this little visit of yours?
We went to Calliope's apartment, and we know that you own it.
I see. Follow me, then. Calliope came to me years ago. She'd grown tired of arguing with the idols, tired of being branded a troublemaker. She couldn't watch the idols wither away without a fight. I knew how she felt, so I gave her the apartment.
You gave her that beautiful place? That's generous of you.
I had it to give.
Generosity isn't exactly what you're known for, Persephone.
I felt sorry for her, Apollo. Not that it makes any difference. It's been at least 2 years since we spoke. After I heard the news, I went to the apartment and turned it upside down. I had to know the truth.
That was you?
I didn't find anything. Nothing to say what she had been involved with, or gotten into, or who she might have been fighting with.
I don't know. That sounds suspicious.
I hoped I could find evidence, something that made sense. But no, it was only you.
I made sense?
You were there. You were covered in her blood. There was no other explanation. But now I'm not so sure.
If it wasn't Grace, that means someone else was behind Calliope's death. Someone who could keep their involvement hidden.
One of us.
Does it have to be an idol? You thought I killed Calliope. Couldn't it have been some other mortal?
Despite how he might look, it's not a simple matter to kill an idol.
It was difficult enough to believe you had done it. If another mortal killed her, they somehow escaped detection. We found nothing, no evidence of a battle.
You looked?
Of course we looked. What do you think was happening while you waited? If Calliope was attacked elsewhere, even magic revealed no trace of it.
Wait. Did you say magic?
You can battle me through a song in a world of your own creation, and yet magic is beyond belief?
Well, sure. I just thought...
We have our powers just as you have yours.
I can grow a field of corn like nobody's business.
Some would say our powers are also magic, but true magic is a different and older power. Hecate's domain.
And it was of no use here.
We shouldn't rule it out. We haven't tried everything yet.
Couldn't we go to Athena with this? If you've changed your minds and you're both part of the chorus.
Athena would be sympathetic, but the die has been cast.
She won't go back on the edict, not without clear evidence.
Oh, now you want evidence?
She acted on the information she had. If we want to sway her, we need something better.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You know the idols. Don't you have any ideas?
I told you I wouldn't be of much help, Grace.
Did you now? That's unsurprising. When are you ever of help to anyone but yourself?
Says the woman who forced Grace to challenge her rather than answer a simple question.
Calliope died, Apollo. Calliope, who came with us all the way from the old world.
You think I don't know that? Are you forgetting what the Muses meant to me?
Well, I'm not giving up. That's right. You heard me. Maybe it's easy for you to throw in the towel. Why not? Your life isn't at stake. But I'm gonna fight. If I have to kick every ass on Olympus, I am getting through this.
Calliope, I'm listening now. Tell us what end you were doomed to.
Calliope, blinded by fire, one match did you strike that consumed you.
How could you blame her? What could she have done to earn such a fate? You are blinded.
God of the sun hides from his own eyes. What would you know about fate?
You say that you knew her, she was family to us, yet you don't hesitate to accuse her. Oh, queen without a throne, go bitter with fury. Not everyone seeks to betray you.
Stop this.
Every action comes with a cost.
And who could she have crossed and lost to?
Apollo, your help is not needed here. Go ahead and abandon another muse.
How could you throw that gauntlet at me? Could your heart shrivel any further?
You abandoned me to a terrible fate.
You replay your injuries till it's too late.
You know how far I bent before I snapped.
This is not about you. Enough! This helps no one.
There he is, God of the sun.
Apollo, for my sake, take a deep breath. I need your help, not your anger. These old wounds, they have you paralyzed. Calliope would want more from you.
She wanted so much more.
She is gone. Follow him or stay. Now that Apollo isn't sucking all the oxygen out of the room, perhaps we can get somewhere.
Just as well. He said from the start that he didn't want to help, that he'd just make things worse.
Well, that's what you get when you live in a world of prophecies and riddles. Apollo will forever chase his own tail. But he brought you to me, so that's something. I'll admit the problem you present is a sticky one. If an idol is behind Calliope's death, they're clever. I need time to formulate a plan.
What should I do while you're formulating? I don't like sitting on my hands.
Yeah, I've noticed. If you wish to keep busy, burn down the city, start a revolution, become a terror the likes of which mortals only dream.
Really?
No, Grace. Go home. Be patient. When you see me next, I'll have a better idea of what to do.